I don't love the shine on synthetics. I've said it. I don't love it. It gives other people the illusion that your hair is growing, like it's actually growing. Something I will say about Esprit, which I have noticed, I've never heard anybody be like, that Esprit, she's the devil. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be showing you guys Esprit by Ellen Wille in two different colors straight out of the box. So I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. I'm going to do that right here for you. But before I jump into all of that, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Okay, so one of my very favorite plain synthetic wigs out there is Esprit by Ellen Wille. I've actually done a review on Esprit before. I will link it below so you can go check it out. So today I'm not going to do a full-on review since, like I said, I've already done it. But I have two other colors of Esprit on hand and I wanted to show them to you because I know it's always so nice to see as many of these colors as we possibly can, especially with Esprit being such a popular wig that is loved by so many people. I just wanted to make sure I got it out here into the land of the wigs on YouTube. So because I'm not doing a full-on review here, I anticipate this is gonna go lickety split. I always like predicting how long my videos are gonna be. And I don't truly know even when I finish recording these videos because then I still have to go through and edit and cut some things out and, you know, fiddle around with it. So I'm gonna guess that once I post this to YouTube, this video is going to be a total of 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's see how I do. Okay, so like I said, these are brand new out of the box. So we can see what this is gonna look like straight away. So the first color I have for you guys is Hazelnut Rooted. Now, I know sometimes it's kind of loud and annoying with all the crinkly paper here. So I'm gonna speed through this and turn the volume off so you don't have to hear all the all that. Okay, so here's Esprit. My favorite thing about Esprit is the low density and the lightweight feel. Like if you are wanting to feel like there's not a lot on your head and you just want to make it feel like you're wearing a feather, Esprit is so good. Let me just give you a quick rundown of the cap. It is so comfortable. It's partially hand-tied cap, but we also have a hand-tied top here along with this left monofilament part. So even though it is a left monofilament part, because the right side is hand-tied, you could technically still part on the right side if you wanted to. And I can show you that when I put it on. We have our lace front that extends a little bit into our ear tabs that are velvet, very soft velvet here. And then, like I said, partially hand-tied cap. So the middle part here is not very stretchy. The sides here are a little bit more stretchy. And then we have wefting at the bottom here, which also is not stretchy. So this is gonna be a cap that fits pretty snug. It's gonna be a bit smaller than average. So if you are a petite average or petite, Esprit is probably gonna fit you really nicely. I'm a petite and I always love how Esprit fits on me. Okay, this is just such a good classic everyday style. I love how the waves aren't too wavy. I love how the density is so low. There's no permatease on this because it is a hand-tied cap. It's gonna lay really low profile. And it's just, like I said, as light as a feather. My only problem with Esprit, which I typically say about almost any synthetic I put on my head, is that it can be a little bit shiny. I don't love the shine on synthetics. I've said it. I don't love it. I know some people really do like the shine. They feel like it, you know, resembles healthy, glowing, shiny, beautiful hair, which is totally cool. But for me, sometimes the shine is just a little bit extra. And I just, you know, I'd rather it to be a little bit more matte and dull, which is why I usually tend to gravitate towards heat-friendly synthetics. But that being said, I still do wear synthetics. I deal with a shine and I still love them dearly, including Esprit, of course. Okay, so Hazelnut Rooted. Let me give you a spinaroo. We can take a look at this. So here she's straight out of the box. She still has that zigzag part. I'll show you that left monofilament part. This is a good one just out of the box. I've always had good luck with Esprit. right out of the box. Okay, here's that hand tied top. So it's not gonna look quite the same, quite as natural as your monofilament part on this side. However, you still could part it over here, and it's just gonna be bigger clusters of knots, a little bit less natural. However, it's still possible to part it over there if you want to. Okay, let's briefly talk about this color. This is Hazelnut Rooted. So in Hazelnut Rooted, we have the colors 8, 28, and 30. So the 8 is going to be your medium brown base. So this is a medium brunette base. And then the 28 and the 30, that's gonna be a mix of a warm medium reddish brown as well as a coppery color highlighted throughout this whole piece. I do find that the coppery red tones in here, they're quite vibrant, which is really nice. I think this is a really beautiful color if you are into those coppery, warm, reddish tones. And of course, this is also a rooted color. So you're gonna have a medium brown root that blends really nicely with the rest of the medium brown base. I always find roots on a brown wig, it's kind of like, well, why are they there? The wig is already brown. But what it really does is kind of gives you the appearance of a grown out highlight a little bit, so that it doesn't go like right to your root. And for me, I kind of like that because it gives other people the illusion that your hair is growing, like it's actually growing. And I don't find it looks like you are in need of a root touch-up at all. It's still really nicely smudged into the rest of the color here. But having that illusion of the roots growing a little bit is just a little bit of trickery for everybody. Just a note, whenever you have these darker colors, you are gonna see the knots on the lace front a little bit more clearly than if they were a blonde color. So if that bothers you, then you may want to stray away from the brunettes if you can. But if it doesn't bother you, then great. You can always have a little bit of the hair coming in front, which hides that lace front and those knots a little bit more too. Plus, this is a wig that you could cut bangs into very easily. Just bring the hair forward, snipperoo, and you've got yourself some cute little bangs. Now, since we're talking about the color Hazelnut Rooted here, I wanted to show you how it compares to Raquel Welch's Shaded Hazelnut, which is a very similar color code. So I have here Shaded Hazelnut by Raquel Welch, and you guys can see the difference here. They are similar tones, but what I do find is that Hazelnut Rooted by Ellen Wille on Esprit here, the copper tones are much more vibrant and much more prevalent than Shaded Hazelnut on Raquel Welch. So I think you can even see that pretty clearly here in the video that Hazelnut Rooted is just gonna have more prevalence and more vibrancy in those highlighted colors. So if you are a Shaded Hazelnut fan by Raquel Welch and are looking for something similar, Hazelnut Rooted would be your closest bet, but you know, just a little bit more red than you would see, a little bit more coppery tones than you would see in Shaded Hazelnut. Okay, I have another brunette here to show you guys. This one is going to be Espresso Rooted. And you know what? I don't think I have ever seen Esprit in Espresso Rooted before. So this is a very exciting moment for all of us. I'm very excited to try this one on. All right. I always find Esprit has really long tags. They're so long. All right, I'm going to turn the volume off for this so you don't hear the crinkling around. Okay, here she is. Something I will say about Esprit, which I have noticed from Esprit to Esprit to Esprit, is that sometimes the wave pattern on it isn't as consistent. You might find that one of your Esprits you get, the waves are going to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less there, and then another Esprit you might get in the same color, same style, the waves might be a little bit more apparent. So I wish there was a way of, you know, being like, this is of course going to be the exact way you're going to get it, but I just want to be transparent with you guys, making sure you know that sometimes wigs are not necessarily going to be exactly the same as every other wig that there is out there. Like this one, I kind of feel like the wave pattern is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more like flippy almost. So I don't know, I'm excited to put this on, but that's the beauty of wigs. Okay, here we go. So of course on this one, since this is a darker color, those knots at the front, they are gonna be a little bit more apparent. So the good thing though about Ellen Wille is that the knots aren't huge. They're just there, which I mean, it's a little unfortunate. I wish we could have, you know, bleached knots on synthetic fibers, but that's it's tricky to do. You can't really do that. Okay, let me spin and show you this one. All right, so Espresso Rooted is a combination of the colors 2, 4, and 6. So really, it's going to be a blend of your darkest brown, which is the 2, a blend of your dark brown, which is the 4, and a blend of your medium brown, which is the 6. And it's all smushed together to make this rich, dark brown, almost looking black, but it's not black. It's not quite black. It's definitely like a dark brown. And then what I find just so bonkers about this color is that it's a rooted color, but like, what? How is this a rooted color? Like, why is it a rooted color? Why do we need roots on this color? Can somebody please ask me? Is it even there? Can you even see it? Because I mean, why? Why?
Why? Why?
I will just sit here and be confused. But apparently this has some dark brown roots on it. So I don't know. If you want to see my full review on this, then click the link below. Like I said, I will put it there. And you can also see the color Caramel Rooted, which is more of a caramelly blonde color. But you guys, Esprit is absolutely one I recommend if you are petite or a petite average. Average you can fit, but it might be pushing a little bit, especially if you're a little bit bigger in front to nape. I am 11.5 inches front to nape, 11.5 inches ear to ear. And this, like, honestly, it fits me like a glove in that department. If you are around those measurements, 11 to 12 inches, but maybe you're a little bit bigger in your head circumference, I'm 20.5 inches and this fits pretty good, but if you're a little bit bigger in your head circumference, this would still fit you just fine. It stretches a nice amount. It's more in the rest of the cap that I would worry. Because if you get it and it's, you know, sliding back a bit and you're having a hard time like pulling it forward, or your ear tabs are too high, then that means that your front to nape measurements or your ear to ear measurements might be too big for the size of this cap. So even though this Esprit is considered an average wig, it's definitely not completely average at all. Okay, you guys, I think that's all I have to say about this today. How did I do? Let's check the time. Is it 8 minutes and 52 seconds? Is that what I said? I don't remember anymore, but I'm super excited to go and edit this and see how I did. If you've tried Esprit before, then let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your experience with it because all I've ever heard are great things. I've only ever heard people tell me how much they love Esprit. I've never heard anybody be like, that Esprit, she's the devil. I've truly only ever heard praise about Esprit. But hey, you might be that person out there who's just like, nope. Can't do it, don't love her. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, for following along with me in this wig journey, and for just showing all of your support. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.